Do you remember how incredible it felt to wake up every morning next to the man of your dreams, knowing there was no one else in the world he'd rather be with? Wouldn't you be willing to do almost anything to get that feeling back? I'm Brad Browning, and in the next 9 minutes, I'm going to reveal 3 covert psychological tactics that will make him fall deeply in love with you again, even if he completely ignores you now and swore on his life that he'd never get back together with you. Once you learn how easy it is to use these techniques on him, you'll be able to rewire his feelings and reignite his passion for you. You'll be able to plant a seed of devotion deep in your ex's mind, creating a sense of intense desire for you and only you. He'll be compelled to call you, text you nonstop, and beg to be with you again, thinking it was his idea in the first place. If you accept his apologies and agree to give him another shot, it'll be a matter of minutes before he's wrapping his arms around you, ready to commit like he never was before. And this time, you and your boyfriend can get it right from the beginning. This time you can finally feel like a real couple without the fighting and jealousy that plagued your old relationship. You can build a deep, devoted bond with this man and make sure that this is the last breakup you'll ever have to endure. This might sound impossible to you right now, but I promise that if you follow my advice and do exactly as I say, you'll be amazed at how quickly he becomes obsessed with the idea of being with you. And he'll be whispering in your ear those words you thought he'd never say again. I miss you. I need you. I can't live without you. Now I have to warn you, you only have a limited window of opportunity to apply what I'm about to teach you. And the sooner you apply my techniques, the better. So pay close attention to this presentation because this might be the most important 10 minutes of your life. I don't know exactly how your breakup went down, but I'm guessing it was something similar to what happened with my friend Sarah. Sarah thought she had found the one, the perfect man, the father of her children. For 5 years, she saw herself clear as day, going down the road of happiness, one foot after the other, feeling so relieved that she'd finally found the man she's been dreaming of her entire life. Then one day, she walked in the door and her eyes lit up with excitement, thinking, more than anything, that he was going to propose. But instead, he looked at her with a cold, determined look, and then he said it. I don't love you. I'm not sure I ever did. I can't be here anymore. With just one sentence, Sarah's world came crashing down on top of her. Can you forgive her for throwing a vase across the room? I certainly can. An overwhelming sense of anxiety welled up inside her, a sickening feeling of panic that she could barely control. At first, Sarah couldn't believe it. She wouldn't accept it. But the icy look in his eye confirmed that this was real, that he was really breaking up with her. It was over. 5 of her best years, wasted. And no matter how much she begged, how much she pleaded with him, or how many times she apologized and promised to change, it made no difference, aside from making her look pathetic. She felt like she was banging her head against a wall. And in the weeks that followed, Sarah spent nights lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering what she could have done or said differently. She sent him long, rambling emails and text messages. For weeks on end, she waited hours staring at her cell phone, praying it would eventually vibrate with the arrival of a text message or phone call from her ex. Worst of all, she thought to herself, maybe I'm just not beautiful enough for him anymore. She had put on a few pounds since they first met. Or maybe it was something else. I'm not getting any younger, she admitted to herself. In the weeks that passed, the recurring image of her man whispering, I love you, to the beautiful blonde from the office made Sarah's stomach instantly tighten up into a lead ball. And no matter how hard she tried, it haunted her day and night. At this point, just like Sarah, you probably can't stop wondering, what happened? What did I do to make him fall out of love with me?